Hey there, explorers! Did you know that Kazakhstan has coverage? Well, I didn't until a few days ago, but Plonk-It has a guide for it. I'm gonna look through this and also play their practice map, and hopefully we'll both learn a few things. Biggest difference right off the bat is that Kazakhstan is covered entirely by this big white pickup truck. Something that you might see in Panama. It has sort of the same kind of antenna that folds down towards the camera, and then also will flip up in other cases. But this is the biggest difference between this nation and Russia. And I say that because it has some similar infrastructure to Russia, the bollards and the crosswalk signs, other things like that. Also, the terrain in some areas does feel like Russia, like this area kind of feels like Dagestan. But it will always have this pickup truck either completely unblurred, or it will have that giant, kind of classic Kenya blur on it. But yeah, I was unaware of this a couple days ago when I was playing the weekly games, and I landed in a round that had the Russian bollards, but this vehicle, and I was like, okay, this has to be Russia somewhere, but I have no idea, never seen this. But yeah, so it's Kazakhstan. So we'll get started on the games, and I'll review as we go. And let's see here. Have an urban round. There is a helpful seasonal slide that they have too. So it's cut into basically 3 sections of sort of a summer, winter, and fall. And with this coverage, it kind of looks like winter, maybe like late winter, or it could be like fall. Like late fall or late winter, probably, I guess, late fall. So that would put it, if I'm saying late fall, October, maybe northeast somewhere. What else? What other clues can we pick up from here? The buildings. Sometimes there are street signs on the buildings. Looks pretty bleak otherwise. I think I'm going to go with just a city over here, just a random city. Get my bearings first, not try to be too specific about... Oh, well, okay, cool. Easy enough. This one I remember seeing specifically. It was snow coverage in... I think it was like the mountains that bordered Kyrgyzstan, but let me double check that. Where did the guide go here? Let me get back to the Plonk-It guide and look for snow coverage. Yeah, this one, Almaty City. Yeah, it's sort of on the border here with Kyrgyzstan. It's like outside in that park area. Yeah, cool. All right, divided highway, and it's a 4-lane as opposed to a 6-lane. There is a 6-lane highway in Kazakhstan. 4-lane, let me see. Oh, divided. E38 goes southeast and northwest. I think there's another one here. This looks more like it, the M36. And so another useful note is the driving direction. So let's see where we're actually facing here. So southeast, basically south though, a little bit southeast. And if this is the, what did they say? The M36. So it's like in the central, slightly eastern part of the country. Southeast to northwest road angle. So let's look for that road here. M36, and then see if we can find the angle of this part of it. It's a little too shallow. That might be right there. Is there like a curve in it? There's sort of a curve. There's an intersection up ahead. Well, let's guess there. Oh, much further south. Okay, closer to Karaganda City. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go to the next one. But it was that road. All right, we have Baltic forests as well as a lake, it looks like. I don't remember reading about any lakes, but maybe it's like any spotlight location. Let's look for the pine forest, though. So, dense Baltic pine forest can be found north of Shchuchinsk, which is north of Astana in the northern part of the country, but you can find Baltic pines elsewhere as well. Well, let's look north and see Astana, and Shchuchinsk is here, and the lake that we're seeing is probably this one. Let's see if we can line up the road here. Okay. Got a lot of curves in it, so I might not be able to get it completely accurate here. But the lake is to the north, though. It's on the north side, so maybe we're down this way. And pretty close to the edge. Like so. Don't want to make this video too long, so I won't do too many 5K hunts. But we might do a couple. Marina Club. See, does that road angle actually... Not quite. It's a little too steep. Let's look at the curves of the road as well. That also helps. So we're curving towards the lake, to the west, and sort of away from it to the southeast. Yeah, we might be close to the marina there. See some cars and whatnot. That might be the driveway we're seeing. That's the marina. Oh yeah, look at that. That is the marina. There's a sign for it there. Okay, cool. So that's probably it then, just right there. Nice. Ah, so close. So close. All right, so let's see what we have for these signs. They have some pretty unique street signs here. And I think this one was on their little slide showing a few. Street sign codes. Yeah, this one. So that's for Astana, yeah? No, that's not Astana. It's something else. Oh, one other thing. There is a code underneath the QR code. The first letter of that will tell you the region. They also have a slide for that. It's typically not very easy to see. It's usually pretty blurry since it's so small. Let me find that here. Back to the infrastructure part. Yeah, this one. And it's actually, yeah, it's the exact example that they gave too. Just the X in the bottom, which means we're in the southern part, southern Kazakhstan region. Let's do that. Probably just the largest city here, Turkestan. Let's guess that. Oh, it was actually Shimket. Okay, cool. Let's play again. Very wide open plains. We're probably meant to look at road angle and also the road itself. They did cover quite a few roads in detail on this guide. Yeah, it's pretty much straight north-south and driving south. So let's take a look at our directional map here and see if any arrows are like directly pointing south. It could be one kind of up here. That's also part of the bi-directional roads. Or it could just be a really straight part of a random road. But let's see if we can scan through the roads and see. Find this one. Oh, and it's sort of a it's paved. Looks like it's had some patches, quite a few patches of repair. So it doesn't look pristinely fresh. Let's see here. But it's not really like bad road quality either. It says that the A26 is bad road quality. I wouldn't consider this bad road quality, just like mediocre. It's average. Right here, okay, so R260, weather is overcast with a slightly hilly steppe, and it's got sort of a reddish tint to the soil. I don't know that I see that necessarily, but yellow grass as well. Yeah, it's definitely that road. So the R260 and the R217, and they say that this one, the R217, is a better condition. So let's look at the angle of the road is going to seal the deal for us here. Let's see if we can find our, where was it again? It's like right there on the west side of the Akmola region. Over here. R231 and 260. There's 260. Let's take a look at the angle again. When you have all this information, it's hard not to try to pinpoint it. Let's get that. Try to get that right on there. Okay. It's like slightly, I don't know that I'm going to put much stock in that. Oh, like right here, huh? Yeah. M36, and then the 217 as well. Maybe the 217, maybe it's like right here. Oh, that's a little too shallow. We need something a little bit steeper. One of these, but the angle's off. It's going the other way, right? Yeah, it's going slightly to the west, if my compass is right. Slightly to the west. I'm probably just going to hedge at this point. I don't know exactly. Might be this one, though. The 217 also goes there. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, it was further up. on the technically like the 214 that the map shows, but I don't think that's really separate. It's sort of like that area looks similar with those 3 roads. All right, very dry landscape. And it looks to be summer too. I'm gonna guess one of the cities over here next to the Caspian Sea. I don't know. Yeah, because like it's going to be similar to Dagestan in the southern part of Russia, kind of like that feeling. Let me see if there's anything that's like super dry. Dry but grassy rolling hills. Very dry and desolate towards the center. Okay, just those 3. It looks more like, yeah, it looks more like the sandy color that they're showing in this region here. So I'm gonna go with that. Oh, it was over there though. Yeah, it did just look more like the Dagestan kind of soil. Okay. Once again, dry but slightly different. It's just the same. Oh, I think this is actually like the central one they're talking about. Central South. Turkestan. Maybe the E38. What angle are we driving? That could have helped with the last one too. Yeah, the angle matches this time as well. So let's go with that. Somewhere around there. Yeah, okay, cool. Mountains to the south, we have, looks to be kind of like winter. We have a little bit of green grass though. I'd call this winter. We don't have any leaves on the trees. Angle of the road, pretty much east-west. We're going east at the moment. Let's see. They have roads here. Is it this one? The P130? Looks pretty similar. Is there anything else that's like it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. A3 P130, it's on the south. Oh, but it says what they're driving west though. So if we look at our seasonal map, if this is in the winter or early spring, if there's a little bit of green grass there, then it's going to be southeast. And then we can cross-reference that with our directional map and see which way is driving east, which is one of these roads here, it looks like. Let's go with that and see what roads those actually are. A3, yeah, and then mountains to the north, so it's probably this road here. Viewpoint of Infinity Road. Or no, sorry, mountains to the south. They are definitely to the south. So not on this side. It's going to be on the other side, I believe. It's up here. Further north. But there you go. That was the A3. That was that road. Okay. The one that they highlighted. Alright, muddy back of the car. Now there's a bunch of car metas for Kazakhstan. Let's see. I say a bunch, but there's actually only a handful compared to some of the other countries like Russia or like Senegal. Where was it? It was down here. car metas. Let's look for that. Yeah, really dirty. It's like the southeastern part, east of Almaty. All right, let's look at the road angle. Almaty east here. It's like slightly. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's play it again. Have some hills in the background. Very dry otherwise, so let's see about this again. Dry, desolate. Sounds like Kazgan. Limited vegetation and slightly hilly. I'm going to go with that one and see. So central Karaganda area there. Right there. And then let's take a look at the angle. Direction driving east, northeast. And it's going to be the other, like A17 road. Yeah, it's going to be something around there. All right, northern road there. Cool. Looks like spring. Kind of broken up road, not too bad though. We're driving south, east. Let's do a quick cross reference of this southeast direction. If we're looking at spring, it's going to be southeastern part, or it could also be, yeah, no, I don't think this is summer coverage. It's like early spring. We're gonna go with one of these. Just shoot from the hip on this one. Oh, it was okay, so it was more in the summer coverage area. Lots of little shrubs, slightly rolling hills. Summer coverage driving south. Okay. So the A26. Could be. It could be the A26. Looks like the road's in slight disrepair, but it looks pretty okay. Yeah, so driving south. What am I doing? Lining this up southeast a bit. So let's guess around the Caspian Sea there. No, this was central. Ah, okay. Overcast, wintry. I think this is the region that we had earlier with the mountains to the south. The road is kind of salt and peppery too. Interesting. And going northeast. Yeah. Northeast. So the A3? Yeah, I'd say so. Let's try the A3 out. Just over this way. How steep? It was kind of like that, right? Sad. It was the A3, different section of it though. All right, this one I think is directly pulled from their guide. I remember seeing that image. Yeah, this one. Hilly and forested East Kazakhstan region. The town of Ryder? Over there. Okay, and then what angle do we have here? Not that it matters too much, but we're driving into the town. Looks like we're going south, east. Maybe there. Over there. A10. Okay. Very desolate. One solitary hill. There are some hills in the background as well. And we are driving southwest. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that Zhezkazgan area, I think. I think. Although, yeah. Let's go with that. Let's see. And matching the direction of the vehicle, southwest. This side. Oh, no. Over there. The A26. Is that one of our roads? Let's see. A17, A1, A26 it is. Kandiagash. Oh, bad road quality as well. Grainy pavement and completely unpaved. I did not take note of that there. Oh, we're back here. You remember where this was? I don't. Give me a moment. I might. Oh, also, I think this is actually a test of where these like rain deposits are from. So let's take a look at that. Let's look at the car. We had this around earlier, but we didn't look at the car meta for it. Something like that, maybe. Maybe. Thin coating of dirt and dust, most visible near the back of the roof. I don't think it was that. I think it was more like the rain. Yeah, the roof is very dirty here. That was east of Almaty, so let's just guess Almaty. It's also wintry. Should match up as well. No, okay. That's right, I remember. We analyzed it before the first time and actually did better without thinking about the car meta. Okay. Yeah, so here are some of the, I think those are actually the Kazakhstan specific bollards. If there's another one on the other side, they show that here. And where is it? Yeah, kind of like they're at a 90-degree angle. And then they have the angled like slice of the black paint and reflector. So those are Kazakhstan unique bollards, but they also have the Russian ones and the Turkish ones as well. The yellow Turkish ones. South. Oh, okay. So driving southwest, and it feels like it's pretty. I don't know, pretty summer-ish. Yeah. The hills. going to go with what we saw earlier, which was like over... There is traveling... Oh, it was central this time. Okay, Karaganda. What road was that? The A17. Okay. East to west, hilly steppe landscape, similar to M36, but generally less vegetated. And most of the road has outer yellow road lines. Okay, M36 also has outer yellows. It's also divided, but it has more vegetation. Gotcha. But they're both around the same area though. So I was thinking of something else. Eventually I'll understand the difference between like the deserty shrubs and the just like the drier or dry steppe landscape. Okay. Ooh, speaking of, is this that other highway? I think it is. I think it's literally the other highway. It's a 4-lane double yellow. It's literally that picture. M36. All right, let's do that. I also think we had this one earlier. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is the one that has the bad road quality where the sides are kind of crumbling away. Let's take a look at that here. Middle white, the A17, and the sun is distinctly low on the horizon west of the Atasu city. Is the sun low? Yeah, I mean it's low. It's not like sunset, sunrise low, but it's low. Atasu. Where was that here? Central. Karaganda region. Or like right there. Yeah. Okay, and then what's the angle on this guy? North. Northeast, like so. A little bit closer to this, or the other side of, oh, west of Atasu. Yeah, over there. I was east of it. Bus stop. It's an easy one. Just look up the bus stop slide. Okay, this one, have the green in Atirao. Just over here. But before we just plonk it there, we can also look at a few other things. We also have these pole paintings, which are specific to the city. Another nice slide from Plonk-It. There's a blue, white, and black. So if you don't see the bus stop and you see the pole, you're still in that region. Might not be the city, but you're in that region. And then we can also see that it is, you know, probably late spring. Looks like, you know, some of the trees haven't fully turned green. There's still that little like springish yellow. But yeah, and as you can see, we also have those Russian crosswalk signs that are also in Kazakhstan. But let's go to the city. And next we have an unpaved road that has reddish soil. This is the R260 and 217, and it is in one of the northern regions. Up here it's the Akmola. Get better at orienting myself here. It's on the western side of that. 260 and 217. driving pretty much due west, just a little bit south, slightest bit south. Oh, I'm actually gonna guess on like part of the side road of 217 near the river. It feels pretty wet. Okay, down there, nice. Green bus. I think we had. Let me look through the slides here. We had one of them. No, we didn't have the bus yet. Okay, the bus stop, just not the bus. Which is good. Good to have this variety. All right, Almaty. That's where this bus is. It's also winter. No leaves on the trees. Next one. Okay. Is it fall, or is that just a yellow tree? Yellow leaves on that tree, might be. I think this is actually showing us the pine forests, which was another clue. There's the pine forest and the birch forest. I look for the pine ones, but not the Baltic pines though. Yeah, these ones around Seme. Somewhere in there. We had this one earlier, and this is going to be near the mountains with all the overcast coverage and the salt and peppery road, which I will remember eventually. I'm going to look at it again though. A3, right, but this is like, this was the south A3, yeah. Somewhere down there, not quite that south, but near this lake area. Aligal State Nature Reserve. Okay, not too bad. Plus, 2,000. Let's see if I can do it. Well, I don't know. I'm not totally prepared to do it without the guide yet, but I'd like to soon. Let's see. We have sandy soil. Don't have any meta for that, but that's interesting. Sort of like, well, I guess it's more like clay than sand, but all right, are these Baltic pines? They look like Baltic pines. Well, some of them do. Let's take a look at the pine forest here and the pine forest here. Yeah, I'm not sold that those are Baltic pines. I think we might just be back in this region of the northeast. And it's also, it feels like fall. What angle are we driving in? We are driving in southeasterly direction. Somewhere around there. Yeah, it was in that same region. Okay. Now this is sandy soil. I think, okay, so we have this kind of this dusty film on the back of the car. I know it's barely there, but I think this is what they're after here. The car meta. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I think I'm just crazy. Okay. We do have some birch. That doesn't help us much, but we do have some birch. Rolling plain or rolling hills. Yeah. What season is this? maybe fall or summer. Alright, let's see what we have for the hills again. R260. Yellow grass, right? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that. It's kind of a mystery, actually. Well, I think I might go eastern, like northeastern, if this is just fall, though? I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Up there. Not sure where I'm guessing, but there you go. What road was that? That was the P27. Is that one of the highlighted ones? Don't think it was. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Kind of cool terrain. Sunset. Oh, this road's under construction. That was one of the points here. M36, south from Karaganda. South there. And then actually the same road again. So let's try to be a little more specific with this. We have they're driving south, southeast. Nice, nice, cool. And the birch forest around, you guessed it, Omsk, somewhere around here. Northeast. Let's take a look at our chart here. Northeast up there, right, and then the tip of the northern part. Near Petropavl? Just guess that. Actually, where it's bordering Chelyabinsk. Those are the birch forests up in that region. Okay, we'll do one more time. See how we do. One more time. Reddish soil with the hills in the distance, like plateaus in the distance. Kind of cool. Very flat. There's also car meta here, the 2 dots, and then like some other dots up there. Might take a look at that. But I think all that we need is the hills in the distance. Maybe not. Let's take a look at the car meta. Two dots, and then the other dot is near Zhezkazgan. there maybe? Yeah, okay, not too bad. Do we have, yeah, we have this wire, which is in basically just the western half of the country. I believe this is going to be around the Dagestan, like Atairau area. Which way are we? We're going northeast. So down a little bit further south there, I guess. Like here. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense for a desert. Nice. Ooh, very cool. Very cool mountains. Snow caps up there. Mountains visible to the south. I think this might be Almaty. Or no, not Almaty. Alatau. This city here. Which is Almaty enclave of... Oh, okay, I see. There it is. Alatau. Nice. It's the A3. It's over here, right? Near this park, the Alagal State Park. We are driving south. So we can match it there. That. Nice. In the middle of nowhere. Now, is this the central one? Or is this the western one? Remember? I remember. I believe it's the central one. Yeah, we'll go with that. A17, yeah, something around there. Sweet, not bad. Cool, cool. All right, well, that is a practice round of Plonk-It Kazakhstan. I'll definitely be playing more. The nice thing about the Plonk-It maps is that there's not that many locations. You can probably end up memorizing all of them and getting really good at recognizing the major regional clues. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and learned something, and I'll see you next time. Peace, everyone.